Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, sorry, I'm in the whiskey, bro.
No,
Gotta
it's
do.
all good. How you doing, Sayku? Welcome to the show. Sports and
Hey,
Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Mad Max Radio, representing WSJU Radio
that's right.
in
What's going on?
quarantine.
Yeah, we in quarantine, bro. It's nothing nice, man. It's something different. You feel me? It's just like something we never gone through. So we're just trying to keep it together and make sure everybody's healthy and safe. That's all you can do.
Yeah. You just dropped Hunter. I listened to the 3 tracks.
Woo! What do you think, bro? I want to know your honest opinions, really.
I thought it was fire. The Slick Rick reference that you had.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was trying to, do some shit for the people, but then at the same time do something that, the real hip hop heads could relate to and, really know what they're, feel me.
Yeah, of course. You always do that with your music, and I know when we plan to do the interview, but we can't do it in studio, you wanted to freestyle, do something on a real hip hop beat, and then something for the hip hop heads now.
But we could do one of those if you want, bro. I'm always down with both, man. I'm down, bro. Online I'm in the car, I got the aux, bro, whatever you need.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro, I'm down.
I'm down for. I could just give you a beat, and you can just plug it into your phone and you freestyle.
Yeah, bro.
All right, I'll think of a beat during the interview. I'll think of one.
All right, bet.
So how you doing though? Good.
I'm feeling good, man. I just, been working on a lot of content and just building it up and making sure that everything looks solid. I'm sure you've seen some stuff on Instagram.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that everyone's happy that you dropped something because anytime I ask you, I'm like, when are you dropping something? Because the last thing you dropped was Slime, but I think you did release a single after that, right?
Yeah, I released Out for the Vibes, which is a good little single as well. But Hunter definitely has been it's been a long time in the making. Like me just focusing on just getting better as an artist, and I think it really shows in Hunter.
Yeah. What made you choose that title, Hunter?
Well, we were making the beat for it. Me and my boy E Rose, he made the beat for Hunter, which is the middle song in it. And then we just kind of thought it fit the theme, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a very coming out of the woods, kind of thing, and like predatory, kind of like taking our shot and do what we got to do. So we might as well call it Hunter. That was the name I gave for it. Because I think when I was making the song, we had it at double speed, so the beat was at double speed, and I was saying like I'm hunting them down, get it, down, down, well, like kind of like that. And so I called it Hunter, and then we slowed the beat down. So I just called it Hunter 2, just because it was the next session or whatever. And then the name just kind of stuck. So I just went with that.
And it makes sense when you look at the album cover. It's camouflage.
Yeah. I try to make it all make sense, bro. Like trying to be cohesive over here, bro.
Who designed the album cover?
My boy Rohan, he's a great graphic designer. He does a lot of work. On his Instagram page, you can go check him out, Rohan GP. I think it's JPG. Let me make sure because I don't want to get wrong, but yeah, he helped me do it. I had just hit him up. We went to high school together, so I like to keep it close. Yeah, it's Rohan, ROHAN.JPG. But yeah, he helped me do that. We stuck together through high school, and then I just hit him up recently, and he's gonna be doing some more of my work too.
As you know, as we all know, this has to be done a brand new interview for reasons beyond our control. So I'm gonna have to ask some questions that I probably asked in the past.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. We gotta cover the bases, man.
We do. So tell me, at what age did you start rapping?
Man, you already asked me that. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
No, I started rapping. I started rapping for fun when I was like 10. Like I told you before, I went to the Boys and Girls Club in Boston on Talbot Ave in Dorchester, and my mentor, well, a person I consider my mentor, he started helping me basically, and he just wanted to see if some kids wanted to rap basically. Little did he know he was introducing me to like my passion basically. So he asked us if we wanted to rap. We wrote down our little 8 bars, 16 bars, and I did it with one of my one of the guys who remain my best friends now. And from there, bro, we just put in the time and effort. And when you put in enough time and effort, and something, you get good at it. When you get good at it, it's not, you don't want to abandon it. So I just stuck with it and just kept learning to make myself, as successful as I can be, basically.
What made you choose the name Sayku?
Sayku is actually my middle name, but it's spelled Cequo, and that was just too hard for people to spell. They were just like, "Nah, I'm good." Like, I don't even know this kid sounds African. Like, it is African though. But my dad's middle name is Josiah, and he went by his middle name in high school and college. So I kind of feel like it's also me carrying on a tradition of going by our middle names, which I think is kind of funny. So I just started going by Sekou, and I think people really like this. So as you see, a lot of people on campus don't even call me Josiah anymore.
They just call you Sayku.
Yeah, they just call you Sekou.
You'd be performing at the spring concert this year?
I think I was set up to. I think I had talked to enough people, and by this point I would have put out some material, and I think that I would have lined up with maybe Local Warbucks, which is another artist at St. John's. I think me and him definitely, we had talked about like splitting a set instead of doing two separate ones, just to level out the energy and be there for each other. So shout out to him. But yeah, we just wanted to do that, but things change, man. So we got one more year to do it though. So I'm
Yeah.
still, I'm ready.
Hopefully we're back on campus. I know there's already people talking on the news, and the presidents of other campuses are coming out already saying that whether they're online or half and half is going to be on campus, because they're talking about making a plan where freshmen and seniors go back.
Freshmen and seniors?
Yeah, that's what I've been listening to. That's what I've been hearing.
Oh, geez, man. Why just us, man? Why they gotta do that to us?
I think seniors, because they want us to get the last experience at campus and maybe the opportunity to graduate, and then freshmen to get acclimated and set in about how the whole college process goes.
That's gonna be a delicate delicate balance, bro, on campus. Is like you got all the freshmen and then all the seniors. It's gonna be like little kids and like grown ass
Yeah,
adults. About to go to grad school, and then like this 19-year-old kid's trying to take your spot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But hey, people will get along either way.
yeah. Life is changing.
Indeed, bro. People are adapting for sure.
I know you are. You're probably still making music, right?
Yeah, I had some stuff recorded that I had Hunter already recorded before everything kind of fell out. So I was lucky enough that I could just release that. But I'm definitely working on ways making more music with I only really work with my team, and shout out to Sweet Four in New York. I really work with them. You had Buda on your show. Um, and so he's a big part of my team, and the team I work with and me working with him. So I kind of really want to get their opinions on everything and kind of go through that process before putting anything else. So I'm just working on ways to get music to them.
You know, it would be a good collab for you. And I had him on my show a couple weeks ago, and I know you already know who he is, Millie's.
Millie's, bro, you don't even know. I love Millie's, bro. I listen to Blanco, Blank, his album Blanco, right?
Yeah, Blanco 2, I think, right?
Blanco 2, the one he just put out.
Yeah.
Bro, there's some tracks on there, bro. The one with him and Knuckles, bro, and the one where All on Me, bro. Those two songs, like Millie's is what's up. He definitely knows what he's doing. Shout out to him, bro. He's a good guy. I've met him a few times, and even after the first time of me meeting him, he recognized me. The second time, so he's definitely. I mean, it probably helped that I said I was from Boston, but it definitely helped me out, bro.
Who are some other artists from Boston that you would work with?
Some artists that I would work with and that I also admire, I would probably say God. I think he's a good songwriter. I think he doesn't get enough recognition in Boston. Cousin Stiz, just because for the culture, like
Yeah.
he definitely like just put Boston, like made some noise. Like I have respect for anybody who made noise for Boston, and Stiz is definitely one of those guys. And then lastly, from Massachusetts, Joyner,
Join
because
the group.
he's putting up numbers right now, man. Shout out to that dude. I've listened to him since his song Backwards, where he spits 8 bars forward and then 8 bars backwards. I already knew he was out of here, bro. So it's great to see him do something to represent Mass in the way he does, and I just hope to do the same.
I think you are. Something that people probably don't bring up in the interviews, they could. but I saw on YouTube you rapping on CBS in Boston,
Yeah, bro. I was rapping.
freestyling.
Yeah, I had done an interview with well, not yeah, it was an interview with the news station, the local news station. I think it was CBS, and it was because we had rap for Isaiah Thomas. You know, RIP that man's career. You know, but he's still making money. But yeah, we rap for Isaiah Thomas, and it was because we met him at a meet and greet at Dick's Sporting Goods, Dick's Sporting Goods, which is my mentor took me there with a bunch of other kids, and he was there doing a little, interview, question Q&A. So he wasn't really expecting much. So me and my boy Eche, he's also, I started coming up rapping with him too. We are just like, yo, let's kick this freestyle for him, bro. Like, let's show him what's up. So we both kicked the freestyle, and I had some crazy line like with it was like wordplay. I was talking about like them being in the playoff, no bull, and like they had knocked the Bulls out in the playoffs that year. So he definitely took attention to that, and the news just kind of got a hold of it, and they put it up, and then we just came in for the follow up interview. So it was a cool experience, man. Definitely one for the books.
What did Isaiah say to you after the freestyle?
She was just like, "Yo, man, y'all dope, bro. Y'all, what's up, man? Y'all can come to any game y'all want." No, I'm playing. Not that last part. But yeah, he was just, very. I feel like he was impressed at how young we were and how skilled we were, especially my boy who was younger, 2 years younger than me, and rapping at the same level. So I think he definitely appreciated the talent because he knows, what hard work is and what it takes to get to that point.
Yeah. Off of your first project, my favorite song off that is "Get Mine, Keep Moving."
Yeah, bro, that's a lot of people's favorite, bro. I listen back and I just think growth, growth. A lot of artists listen back and they say that they cringe at the music. Well, of course you listen to it, you're like, I could have done this, I could have done that. But like the growth, it's the whole point of it, bro. That's why I haven't taken it down. And I just kind of left it up there because I want people to see that like you can do it. Like it's just a slow moving process, but like it's worth it. You just got to keep moving.
How do you feel like you've grown since then as an artist?
Definitely with the melodies, man. They're so important. And just switching it up every time in the songs, like every 4 bars, I just try to switch it up and just try to make sure that I'm captivating my audience. And then as far as behind the scenes, just being in the studio again more and more and more, and just dedicating my time to just like getting better and recording myself and learning how to mix myself and learning the business side of everything, and just watching other people move and then taking stuff from them. So it's been a lot of learning behind the scenes, and it's just now starting to come to the surface.
There's three different themes off of Hunter. I feel as though Hunter is just, it's that the banging track,
Yeah,
and then Timeless is just a chill vibe to me,
yeah,
and Mind is that's more of a workout song when I listen to it.
yeah. It was a little bit trippy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely three different themes. What made you go with those three tracks for Hunter?
I would say the first one, Timeless, was the one that we knew. Like we wanted to push it. As soon as like my colleagues heard Timeless, they were on it. They were like, "Yo, this has to be your main track to whatever you're putting out, even if you put it out as a single." So Timeless, we kind of knew that was gonna be there. Hunter, that was became the theme because I wanted to work with this one producer, E Rose, and I saw it as a good opportunity to get exposure for me and for him. And I really loved the beat, so I just, it was actually the last one that I selected to be on there. And then Mind was, it just throws so many vibes at you, like in the beginning, from that switch to the hook, and then to the last part where I'm just rapping like straight up, like for the bars. I thought it was a good representation of like showcasing versatility. So the whole tape is just basically a showcase, like showing that, okay, I can make something that sounds like it'd be on the radio. I can make something that you would bump that's kind of ignorant, and then I can make something that's like, kind of, motivational, like, and just doing me basically.
Yeah, and you embody all three of those types of tracks with Hunter.
Yeah, bro, that was the whole goal, is to just, showcase, 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 and then on the next project you're gonna see even more of that on a whole different side of me, basically.
When is the new project coming?
Man, I think we're gonna try to shoot for like mid-June, mid to late June. So right now we're just focusing on Hunter, and then I got something special for him when the summer really comes around.
Is it going to be 3 tracks again, or is there going to be more?
We're gonna go with 3 tracks again. I think the momentum is good right now, and I think that 3 is a good number to stay at. But in the future, I'm definitely looking to put out something a little bit more cohesive and longer.
Can we expect some boom bap from you too?
Man, if the culture calls for it, I might have to go murder a boom bap beat. But people, they're attention spans, bro. You gotta switch it up on them, show them something different. But definitely for the culture, I might have to put one on there.
Yeah, because you know how everyone is right now. Everyone likes that ignorant stuff.
Bro, and it's rightfully so. Things, music is constantly changing. Like, we can't sit here and try to judge every generation that comes through, because that's, our parents probably, like, I mean, if your parents are a little bit older, if they're younger, then maybe not so much, but they're probably like, yo, what is this music you're listening to? And their parents said the same thing about their music. You know what I'm saying? So music is forever changing, and if you can't learn to appreciate it, like, you're never gonna get all the benefits that come with music, and like understanding like the phases and what they mean. Like, mumble rap, like, yeah, first me too, I was kind of like, like, because I was such a hip-hop head, a fan to origins. But you have to understand like the intention behind the music. There's still the emotion is still behind it, and it's just a more focus on the vibe, is less than the words, which is fine.
People know me for being the big critic of this mumble rap, and I'm sure you know too, because I love all that old school and that true school hip
Of
hop
course,
with the
bro.
lyrics and
Yeah,
everything.
that's the original.
Yeah, I've been interviewing some of these guys, these drill rappers and trap artists, and something that surprised me about them is when I do interview them, they have a lot of respect for the lyrical artists.
Yeah, they do.
But the reason why they make the music they do is because that's the time we're in now.
Yeah, right. I definitely respect that too. They're taking advantage of what people want to hear, and we all have to do that. Even the guys who consider lyrical have to just try to target their audience, and not all the time do they want to hear as much as us hip hop heads want to hear the boom bap stuff.
Yeah.
What can
They
we
can't
do?
handle the lyrics all the time, I guess, right?
Man, when you're a hip hop head, you don't understand other people who don't listen to lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, when people say to me like, "Oh, I don't listen to the lyrics," I'm just like, "So what do you listen to?" Like, are you
Yeah.
just like, do you just drown out what he's saying? Because my man's just speaking facts on this track, bro. Like, you know.
I know you speak facts. I had you up there on my show at times spitting for Hip Hop Mike.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Hip Hop Mike too, man. He's definitely a cool guy. That was a great experience. Hip Hop Mike, first time he saw me was at freshman year. They had this hip hop like convention kind of thing, or a panel, and I had just introduced myself to him and a few other people who were there. And I just made it a point that, like, yeah, you'll be seeing me. Like, you'll be seeing me around. And he definitely did. He pulled up to he pulled up to Engine Room, which is a studio workout in downtown Manhattan, 42 Broadway. He pulled up there. He saw that I was working with Buda and Grandz, and that was off respect. He saw me back at St. John's, when he was at your radio show, and that was off respect. So, and a few more times at the Engine Room. So I think he definitely saw that, like, yo, this kid is around. This kid is, definitely not just somebody that I met once. So it was definitely a cool experience.
I know you're working at the engine room interning. What are some of the most valuable things that you've learned while being there?
One of the most valuable things I learned is the value of people. One of the guys who really taught me a lot, Buddha the Future. Shout out to him. He just had a baby girl, so he's doing the family thing right now. But he definitely taught me, like, just how he had people just loving him so much, bro. Like, people just thought Buddha, he's like the greatest, bro. And rightfully so. He's a great guy. Like, he's always looking out for people, and he's just living proof that, like, if you put out good energy, it will come back to you. And so many people get discouraged when somebody does them wrong or does them dirty. And I've seen him, handle those situations in such like a graceful way, and just keeping the vibes positive, and just doing everything he has to do for his team. And I've seen the same from other people in at Suite 4 and at Engine Room. So I think that's been definitely the most valuable thing as far as people.
What are some things that have made you discouraged as an artist?
Discouraged, I would say seeing how many people are trying to do the same thing that you're doing, and seeing so many of them just like fall short. But at the same time, like you can't focus on uh, other people. Basically, like I can't write my story based off other people's stories. We're different individuals, and if it can happen for one individual, it can happen for me. Uh, so I just focused on working hard. Like it can't be chance, it can't be just one day, like, luckily somebody gets discovered. Maybe somebody hears you. Like, I fully 100% believe that it is a result of your own actions. Like, what you do today is going to affect you in 5 years. So I'm just trying to stay my own hero, bro, and just keep working.
Yeah. You're gonna get to where you want to be. I know that.
Trying, bro, trying. Let's put on for St. John's, bro. Let's put on.
I'm not. No, I'm not putting on for that school. I've done so much for that radio station. We can't get any recognition at all.
I feel you, bro. If we had the what's it called? The if can you who can kick it? Like can you
Oh
kick
yeah,
it?
can you kick it? Yeah.
Bro, if we had can you kick it this year, I would have came, bro. I would have told you to bring some body bags for whenever I came on, bro, because it was about to be crazy.
I want to bring that event back now that I'm the GM and president for WSJU. So it'll be coming back.
Yes, sir. Max is the president, bro. Speaking of presidents, bro, I shout out to Mike Outlaw, bro. I wanted him to become president. Things didn't, go the way it
Oh, for
did.
student government, right?
Yeah, but you know what? It's all good. We still doing big things. Shout out to Mike Outlaw. We still doing what we got to do.
I think student government's rigged, to be honest.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Bro, I feel like how could he not get it, bro? How did he not get it? Like it's
That's
so
what I'm saying. You know what I mean? There's something fishy there.
yeah, definitely. Just come on, Mike Outlaw, bro. If you don't know Mike Outlaw, who are you? That's the kind of mentality I have on campus. Like, and he should too. So, and you know that as well.
I know that. The other time that he ran, he didn't win either, and he told me that they cheated or whatever.
Yeah, but hey, what can you do, man? He has the right attitude. He's just you know staying on his game and doing what he has to do. So I admire that.
Yeah. You performed for the spring concert my freshman year, our freshman year. What was that experience like? I know you performed alongside Xander, who was another rapper.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was definitely a good and eye-opening experience. Before that point, I was so comfortable on stage, or I was comfortable on stage at that point too, but I was so comfortable, like I had rehearsed so many times, like before I went on stage, I had lost the value of rehearsing. Like I forgot the value of it. And basically the show went good, but not as well as I wanted it to, and that kind of brought me down, humbled me a little bit, and made me remember that like you have to hit it, you have to keep hitting it, like you have to keep going and making sure that it's solid, like making sure you know every word, and that now you're just focusing on your movement, like now you're just focusing on your expression, like the words aren't even a factor anymore. So just getting to that point when it comes to performances is definitely going to be a factor for me while I'm off on break, but at the same time making my live performances like more, for lack of a better word, lively. So I'm hoping that when we come back to St. John's, I can test out a few things at Java Johnny's and get some good content and do what we got to do.
How was the crowd that night?
They were pretty good. The crowd was for her, which she's an amazing singer. So it wasn't the demographic that I usually aim for, but it was St. John's students, so they showed love regardless.
Because I saw video clips from it, and it looked like the crowd was stiff, and those crowds just drive me nuts because then the artist can't gain any energy off of it.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? They're coming to a concert to see somebody, and you're just opening. You just have to take everything in stride and know that this is a good experience. Like people are gonna see you. Like you can't expect everybody to know your song off rip. Like that's just not gonna happen. But that's why I wanted to split it with um, Xander, or I wanted to split it with Loco, because at least we could feed off each other's energy, and it would be a lot more. I feel like it's a lot more fun when you have somebody who's You're feeding off the energy. You know my song, I know your song. Even if nobody in the crowd is rocking with it, at least I'm rocking with Loco. And at least Loco's rocking with me. So at the end of the day, that's still a win, you know?
Yeah. What's your favorite performance that you've done so far?
Favorite was definitely Halloween. I think that was sophomore, freshman year. We had a Halloween party off campus, and I performed like 3 songs there. And it might have been just that everybody was like drunk, kind of, you know, because that always helps. Like everybody was just like bumping, like, you know, like getting into it. So that was definitely a highlight. I'm waiting to get another performance like that, man. So senior year.
Performances will be coming in. I'll make sure of that.
Yeah, bro. You the president now. You got to make sure.
Yeah, it's got to be that way. I feel like you know how I felt about the last president. I just think he was horrible. But
Yeah.
there was things that just weren't done for artists and events. That there just could have been more opportunities for people on that campus. But it's all going to change when this semester comes.
Right. As long as we're on campus.
Yeah, we could be online, and there's going to be no performances unless we have a virtual one.
Oh, man. But I feel like the live part, man, that's the whole point. It's supposed
It
to be a live
is.
performance, you
But
know?
here's the thing: there's no concerts lined up for Ticketmaster or at big time venues until fall 2021.
Really?
So yeah, we don't know when there's going to be a concert or performance again.
Yeah. We might have, what's it called? Uh, Tip off canceled too.
Probably everyone's got to be 6 feet apart from each other now.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking about when sports going to come back.
Yeah. Right. I mean, man, all we got right now is the Michael Jordan documentary.
Yeah, and it ended this Sunday night.
And it ended, yeah. Well, at least we got the golf tournament coming up,
Yeah,
right?
the golf tournament. Yeah,
Yeah. That's lit, at least. You know,
yeah. You're a fan of golf?
I'm a fan of Tom Brady, and I'm a fan of not watching any more replays, bro. I'm sick of it, man. It's just like something new, at least, you know.
Yeah. As a New England Patriots fan, how do you feel about Brady's move to Tampa Bay?
You know what, man? It's okay. A lot of people are mad, but it's okay with me. Like the man did what he needed to do. He got us. If you had a Patriot like a quarterback on the Jets, bro, that got y'all 6 championships. You
I'd
know,
love to see it, but never going to happen.
and then he left and went somewhere. You'd be like, okay, bye, bro. Thank you. Like, he did what he needed to do. Every time he won that I was in high school, I skipped and I went to the parade and saw Tom Brady, the GOAT. I saw Gronk, okay? And, I don't think we locked eyes, but he saw me, definitely. So shout out to Tom Brady, man. I think Gronk's coming back too. That was kind of a weird move, I think. But
Yeah, he went to the Buccaneers with Brady.
yeah, so I think they're trying to make one more run for it, but,
Yeah.
you know, we'll see what happens.
Do you think they're going to win again in the near future, the Patriots, or it's over for them?
I think we're gonna take a little hiatus, definitely from being like that top team. The players like Brady come around once in a generation. There's just really nothing you can do about that. Even great players, like don't match up to Tom Brady and what he's done and his numbers and his legacy. But I'm gonna remain a Patriots fan, and maybe when I'm a little bit older and we're back on it, I can keep talking shit to my friends, bro.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about the Jets because I don't think they're going to do anything.
Who said I was worried about the Jets? Nigga, I
Yeah.
never.
They're not going to do anything. So Patriots will still have a shot.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We got to see who we get for quarterback, and then see what we got.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'd hate to see it, but I think they should go after Cam Newton.
You think? I don't. Does he want out of his contract?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wants off the team. So if I were the Patriots, I'd definitely pull the trigger on that.
Well, he's had a few health issues, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see what Bill does, because it's Bill really running that team behind Kraft.
I got a good question for you. What do you think it's going to take for you to be the next big artist out of Boston to put your state on the map?
What it's gonna take out of myself, I would say consistency and making sure that I'm producing HD content, because I think both me and you agree, like I truly believe the skill is there, and I think it's important to believe in yourself and not to be humble, but to know when you're at the point where you feel like you're ready. So I think musically we're there, but it's just gonna be a grind, man. Nothing comes easy. I'm a dreamer, but I'm also a realist, and I know that you have to handle your responsibilities, and at the same time, you have to make sacrifices. Like you can't have everything, but until you work for it, basically. So there's gonna be a lot of sacrifices. Ones I've already made and the ones that'll be in the future, but it's gonna be a lot of sacrifices. I feel like that's what it's gonna take, but the goals are clear and we're trying to make a roadmap to get there. So that's what we're gonna do.
I brought up Millie's earlier as a good collaborator for you, especially because you're both from Boston. Who are some other people that you want to collaborate with?
In the future,
Yeah.
I would say like in the future, like near future, which I would say is like 3 to 5 years, I would say probably people that I just personally love. Like I would want to get a track with 21 because I just think that's lit. I think 21 is lit. I would definitely want to no, I'm gonna save him. Definitely save them. So for all time, like I always wanted a verse with these for these from these people. Is I always wanted a whole verse. Everybody wants a whole verse, bro.
Yeah, of course.
I've always wanted a whole verse.
It sound like hotcakes.
Yeah, might not be giving out verses. That'll be a hard one to get. That's like my crown jewel. If I get a whole verse, I might not even like release that. I might just keep it forever.
Yeah.
But a Cole verse, that one to me is like, you know, if second to none to the J verse. A slick verse, like if I got like even an intro, bro, a slick Rick intro, something, bro, just to be on the track with him would be crazy. And then Stevie Wonder, I would say, if I could catch him. I know he's getting a little bit older now, but just to get something from him, even like an intro too, that would be dope. Uh, but smaller artists, I would say, uh, probably like 21. I think he's dope. I think Roddy's dope. Roddy Rich, he's dope. Uh, Nikki, she's the queen forever. And even like probably definitely Dave, bro. Like Dave is a beast, and I think I could get that too. But um, just definitely some
He's
good.
right there.
Yeah, bro. He's
You're in
right.
that circle.
But I kind of want to get it off respect. I don't want to have to like pay him and just be. I mean, maybe I would have to at some point, but I would just not want to be that guy that's just like, oh, just because I know you, like, or I know who you know. Like, I'd rather have him be just as enthusiastic about it as I am.
Has Buda Grandz or any of the people in your circle told him about you?
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe he sees their post or whatever. They post a lot, but I'm never really too concerned about it. Like, I know that they support me, and we're gonna make our own. Like we're focused on ours. And even Dave said, leader never follow. Go create your own path. Like so, I would just feel kind of personally. I feel kind of guilty about like trying to ride off his coattails or trying to get something from him. I would definitely just want to make it on my own merit, and then if he respects that and wants to do a track with me, and I want to do a track with him, then definitely make that happen.
K3 is going to look like it's crazy here.
What was that?
K3 is going to be looking crazy here.
Yo, Karma 3, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. RT Shooter, bro. That was some crazy stuff, bro. So it's definitely gonna be dedicated. It's probably gonna be dedicated to him, man.
Yeah. The Rona, man. It's the whole coronavirus.
Yeah, bro. It was really sad to see that, man.
It's taking a lot of people out here. It took Fred the Godson, too.
Yeah, Fred the Godson too. Buda and him were close too. So I know that was definitely difficult for him and Grants. But that's why we just gotta appreciate who we have now, man.
Yeah. And just hope that things get better. But
Exactly.
I think they will eventually. It's got to go away eventually. There's got to be
Yeah.
a vaccine.
I feel like we're years away from a vaccine, but definitely, people will start to get back to normal. But God forbid that there's something worse in the fall, And
Yeah, they're saying a second wave.
exactly, and if the second wave is worse, then we're just gonna have to deal with it again, and that's why I feel like we should slow down on reopening everything. It's just it's a little soon.
I don't mind being in quarantine. I'm safe. You know, I'm in my own home.
Yeah.
I
Well, think about this, bro. We're working, on if we're not working like a job or anything, at least we have our passion to work on. Imagine if you didn't have what you do, like you'd be bored, bro. Like
I'd be going nuts.
people are bored. So I just thank God that I have passion enough that I'm like, all right, school's out. I can do this. Like I can still work on something that's meaningful to me and it will help me.
Yeah. I really think about that every day. Just what all these other people do. The video game player college students that just,
Yeah, bro. I
you know what I
mean,
mean? They really don't do anything.
right. They're just chilling, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love video games too, but at some point you got to do something for your life, and it's up to you,
What class have you valued most at St. John so far?
bro. I think that public speaking class definitely made me realize I wasn't as good as a public speaker as I thought I was, and I think that's a very important skill. I had a lot of fun in that class, and my debate class that I just took this semester, the part that I was on campus for. But yeah, definitely public speaking, bro, is so important to be able to articulate yourself in a professional and respectful manner. And that definitely taught me more about how to talk to people and just saying what you feel like respectfully. So many people are scared to like express their emotions because in their head, they're making it like you're much more dramatic in your head, when something happens. When in real life, if you just kind of like say what's on your mind in a respectful way, most people will respect it.
Yeah. That's my answer for every time I'm asked that question. What do you feel as though is the most valuable class you took at St. John's? Public speaking. It helped me out to be on the radio.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's so
It,
important.
it,
So,
it makes it comfortable to talk to a large audience of people.
yeah, dude. Now I'm at the point where it's like the larger the audience, the easier it is for me. Like when there's fewer people, like they can see your mistake. I feel like they can see your mistakes more. But when there's a large group of people, it's just like half these people probably aren't even listening to me. So I'm just gonna do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know what you mean. What's your favorite track off of Hunter out of the three?
It's hard to choose, but Timeless definitely had my ear from the jump when I started recording it. I really like Mind as well. Those two definitely. I worked hard on all three of them, but I think those two definitely stick out to me. And when you see the ideas that I have for the videos that I'm definitely going to be putting out pretty soon, I think you'll also get on the boat with Mind, especially Mind, where I got some stuff from Mind.
What's the song that you believe is gonna really blow you up in the music world?
I believe I haven't made that song yet. I think that song is somewhere in the future. Like I think that if I just keep working, keep cranking out songs that I think sound good, eventually one of them's gonna hit, and it's gonna hit in a big way. And when it does, it's not gonna be because one guy heard it who's like some industry. It's gonna be because I put all the work behind it. I put all the marketing behind it. I invested my time. I invested my money, and it just got to the point where it got noticed and got shared. So that's just gonna be. I don't know which song that is yet, but we're gonna keep making it till we find out.
I think Slime was a great song.
Thank you, bro. That song, that was definitely me just getting back into like, okay, record, put it out. Okay, bet. Record another one, put it out. And now I'm getting really into like, all right, now we need to market before like you need to post daily, like. So I've been trying to keep up with that, definitely.
You gonna have any visuals come out for Hunter?
Yes, sir, bro. I had posted a little snippet on my Instagram. That wasn't even the video.
Oh
That
yeah.
was just some promo material. Uh, but yeah, bro, I'm working with some film, some music video creators. I don't know, filmmakers, film directors. That's the word. Working with a few directors that I know personally, and we're gonna put some stuff together that I think will stand out for sure.
I know someone that commented on my post, and I took a look at his page. What's good, Kev? Right?
Yeah, yeah. What's good, Cat? That's my boy. Shout out to What's Good, Cat. Um, he's been helping me out in the studio as far as producing, songwriting, and conceptualizing, and as well as mixing and mastering. He mastered all my tracks on that. Shout out to him for that. But yeah, he's been helping me out big time. He's a great producer. He's produced for Davies. He did a lot of the Funk Flex freestyles. The Baby's Funk Flex freestyle, that was his beat. So he's been working with a lot of great artists as well, and they have a lot of respect, and he has all my respect too. So we're just working together on more and more stuff and just trying to build, bro.
How about some other producers? Who are some other producers that you want to work with and rap on their tracks?
Well, I definitely got to put on the table with some Buda beats on it, man. With Buda and Grandz, that'd be a waste if I didn't. So I'm just making sure it's the right song, like making sure that that really hits because Buda and Grandz they got that behind them. So definitely them. I would say as well. Up there is probably Murda. I love all Murda's beats. Uh, Jetson. I really feel like his beats. I like a lot of his beats. I think they're fire. Uh, in house with my boy E Rose. He's a great producer. We're around. It's good to have peers that work with people around your same age, so you can kind of grow together.
Mhm. Yeah, man. I think Hunter was definitely, an eye opener for your fans and the listeners because we've been waiting for so long. What made you hold on to your music for so long and not release it? Because I know I talked to you about it. You were like, I'm taking my time with it. I'm just keeping everything in the archive. I know we did the freestyle on the other show with Big Pun. You're just holding everything back. Why do you think that's a good idea to hold everything back, then release it later on?
I think it was just about patience, bro, and timing, you know, and making sure everything was lined up. Like, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it correctly, and I'm not gonna do it because other people feel like I need to do it or because I'm on some imaginary timeline. Like success, like I said, it's a slow moving. It's all slow movement, and that's why I always say, like, when people ask me, like, "Oh, who's your hero?" and I take this from Matthew McConaughey. Actually, I listened to an interview he did, but my hero is always myself in 10 years, and that's because when I'm 31, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna my 31-year-old self. My hero's not gonna be my 31-year-old self. My hero's gonna be my 41-year-old self. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to keep pushing myself and just doing things on my own time, and when I'm comfortable, I think that's the most important.
I want you to get into the experience and process of being selected for the BET Cypher.
Yeah, bro. I saw them post like the contest, and I was like, why not? And I got some help filming my freestyle, and I just try to put some crazy bars together, and then I submitted it. And I was actually on my way back to Boston. I was about to get on the bus, and then they sent me an email saying I had been accepted, and it was the next day. So I just kind of like was like called my parents. I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back. But I just hopped on the show. You have to be 21 to win the show, and I was only 19, so I actually couldn't have won anyways. But it was a good experience, and that's how I met Buda and Grandz. So really, I won a lot more from that than the winner.
What did you perform? Did you perform one of your tracks or was it a freestyle?
No, you just had to freestyle. I
It was
was
a
super
freestyle.
nervous,
Oh, it's a
and
cipher, of course, yeah.
yeah, I was super nervous, and like you choose a random beat, and I was just not as prepared as I could have been, and but thankfully, like I still put my pride to the side and was just like, yo, let me introduce myself to these dudes, anyways. And I got Buda and Grand's Instagram, and that's how I got into contact with Grand's when he posted a wanted thing for what's it called, for an engineer. So I took that and then ran with it basically.
And that's how you make moves within the industry. Sometimes you got to go in as an intern.
That's right, bro. You don't know, bro. You gotta sweep the floors, you gotta vacuum, you gotta clean up the blunts, bro. You
Yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do, and then they let you use the studio whenever you want.
And
That's what
that's
it is.
good. It pays off.
Yes, sir, bro. It's been like I said, hard work. Hard work.
Now, how many hours does your internship at the engine room require?
So it's interesting. Like it's an internship, but at the same time, it's like it's just like a family, basically. Like we all just try to help each other out. Like whenever I go to the studio, like sometimes I'll just go just to go. Like so it wasn't really like a required. The school I had it as an internship, so the school required a certain amount of hours, but I would exceed those hours like on my own, you know. So I would probably be there like if out of 7 days of the week, I'd be there 4 to 5, and then probably like between 5 to 6 to 7 hours. Like sometimes I'd stay like the night. Often I'd stay the night, and then like into the day. Like I'd come at night, like I'd pull up at like 10 p.m. and then like cook it up with Buddha or whatever and chill with them, and then people would leave like around like 3 or 4 a.m. and then I'll kind of have the studio to myself from like 4 a.m. to like they wouldn't show up again until later in the day. So I would just be working from like 5 a.m. bro to like 1 or 2, and then I'll go home, shower or whatever, and then I'd be back like maybe a day later or even that night.
You participated in their steel sessions, right?
Yeah, bro, I was helping them out. Uh, I have so much one-on-one time with Buda and Grandz that you just have to help out and make sure that it's their business. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how they make their money. So I was just being a good team member, making sure they had everything they needed. Like also taking part and just enjoying myself because it was such a great event and networking. But just making sure that they had everything that they needed and support them in the same way that they support me.
Yeah. I know I see a lot of the video clips on Instagram from their steel sessions, and I just wanted to know, what is it like for an artist being a part of those steel sessions? What do you really learn?
Well, it's networking. Like I said, that public speaking comes into play again, talking to people. Um, the producers come pull up and they play their beats. They purchase an artist pass, or showcase pass, and they get to play their beats in front of everybody. It's a packed room, Buda and Grandz, and then they also get to go into a different room into our studio with Grandz, and they get to play their beats for him personally, and he gives them like his advice and hooks him up or whatever. Uh, but as an artist and as a part of the team, it's a little bit different because you see everything behind the scenes and everything, and you already know Buddha. But I could imagine as somebody coming in who just is like as a consumer, as a customer, it's probably pretty surreal. Like being in the environment that like this is where people who are actually in the industry like come together.
Has Buddha or Grandz or anyone that you come in contact with within the music industry told you personally from listening to your music what they like most about you and what separates you from other artists in the game?
I Buddha definitely has been out of all of them besides Kev because Kev's been helping me through the whole thing. Buddha has been like, has put in the most review, and he definitely has seen the development. He's super honest with what I do, and what he says about it, and it's still constructive. But you know how constructive criticism works. You have to tell you have to be honest and respectful, like we said. Um, but he's definitely liked my versatility. Like every time I show him a track, like he's not sure what to expect. Like I'll hit him with like an R&B kind of vibe, or I'll hit him with like a trap kind of vibe. So I think he appreciates that I'm bringing different stuff to the table and not just hitting him with the same thing over and over again.
A lot of these artists out here now, they give you the same thing and that's it. You can't survive out here like that.
Never, bro. You have to be versatile. You have to be able to put together a playlist that's like, yo, wait, this is all you? Like, yeah, bro. Like, wait, but there's a reggae track on here. Like, yeah, bro, that's me. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta keep it moving.
It's interesting how trap music works because I'm not the biggest fan of trap music. I asked Trap Manny on my show Monday night because he said to trap is to survive, and I asked him the question. I think it was, do people make the trap music to survive through that music because they know it's relevant and you can survive through that right now? You know,
Yeah, I feel like I don't know too much about the trap life or whatever, but we all make choices. We have to live with those choices, and a lot of the times people are forced into situations, and they're in situations I could never understand. Like that's just not my life. Uh, but I would say like what I make music for, and what they make music for, and what everybody makes music for. People all make music for different reasons. And your inspiration. Everybody has different sources of inspiration, so I could never judge. I just try to appreciate the culture and where it comes from.
What are your sources of inspiration?
I would say, bro, do like my family in the city, bro. Like I know I'm not like the super tough guy. Like I know, where I come from and who I am, bro. And I just want
No,
to
come
respect.
on. I've seen you beat people up at St. John's. No, I'm playing.
Nah, bro. I just know, kind of know my role, bro. And I know that I could do things for other people and be a role model. Like I know that I can be that person. I can't be that super like tatted out thug, but I can be somebody who changes somebody's life for the positive. And that's just me, bro. Like that's not gonna change. I'm a guy who's focused on positive energy. I don't like to fight. Like I don't like to, talk about trash about other people. Like I'm all about positivity, basically. Um, so my main goal is to like sell out TD Garden 3 times in a row. I'm talking about the one in Boston. All right, TD Bank. All right, a U.S. tour and sell out TD 3 nights in a row and have Boston going crazy, bro. That's the vision.
And the Celtics got to give you a personalized custom jersey.
I want the jersey. All
Yeah.
right, I want the jersey. I want 617 or 857 on the jersey. All right, preferably 617. It's not against 617. But yeah, preferably 617. Sayku on the back. It's got to be one of those nice ones though, bro. I'm not trying to wear one of those baggy ones that shine and like what I'm talking about. Like I don't want that one. You know,
What color?
shit, the black one,
The black and green one, right?
the black and green one. That was tough.
Yeah.
That was tough, man. Come on, Get Jason Tatum up there. We're like the same age,
Yeah.
way taller than me, but it's all good.
I'll always respect him. He dunked on LeBron.
He did dunk on LeBron. All right, how do you feel about LeBron?
I've had a different outlook in the past couple of days. I thought about LeBron because I analyze it this way: like you got to respect what Jordan did, but I mean, off the court though, LeBron has done way more than Michael Jordan for like the communities and around the world and stuff. That's how I've interpreted it. I had a long talk about Loco. I did see a clip from an interview where Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley were laughing with Oprah about not giving money to a homeless person, and I was kind of bothered by it. I was like, you made
Mm.
all this money and you don't give back to a homeless guy like that. It was they were mocking a homeless guy, and I just wasn't for it.
Right, you don't have to give your money to everybody, but you don't have to make fun of anybody.
You know what I mean? It kind of just reevaluated my position
Right,
on how I thought of Jordan. I mean, I've heard stories about Jordan as a person. I've heard he's not the greatest guy off the court, but
right.
LeBron, I respect him for what he does off the court. And
Yeah, he's a whole school, man. Like Jordan didn't do that.
no, and I've heard stories about Jordan too, where he funds incarceration systems. I'm not a fan of him off the court, and he's a Nick killer too. He killed the Knicks in the '90s, stopped us from getting a ring. So he
Yeah,
stopped Pat from winning a ring, man. If you ain't had that ring,
yeah, I feel you, bro. Well, y'all get it eventually again.
nah, I don't think so. I don't think the Knicks are getting a
I
ring.
think in our lifetime.
What are you saying?
You think in our lifetime? No, bro.
Not
Really?
looking good. We had
Not in our lifetime, bro.
we had a squad in 2013.
Yeah,
We had Raymond Felton, we had Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Jason Kidd.
yeah.
How
Couldn't.
can't you win with that squad?
Yeah, couldn't do it. Yeah, bro. What are you gonna do, man? You gotta get new management.
Yeah, a new owner too.
Yeah, can't be throwing out your old stars, bro.
Yeah, Charles Oakley
Yeah,
can't be doing that. Now I'm gonna reflect the question on you. What do you think about LeBron?
LeBron, bro. I'm a LeBron fan, bro. Like, I really respect him as a player. Like, I know a lot of people hate on him, but I think I know Jordan's the GOAT, bro. Like, if you haven't watched documentary, watch documentary. Like, Jordan's the GOAT. But like you said, LeBron has done a lot of stuff off the court. LeBron has definitely like shown that you can be a champion. Like, he's shown he's more than a basketball player. Like, when people think of Jordan, like you think of LeBron, you think of basketball, you think of Jordan, you think of basketball. But LeBron has brought so much more to like I feel like the world. Jordan has inspired a lot of people to play basketball, but I think LeBron has inspired a lot of people to live life. You know what I'm saying? Like just giving all those kids that opportunity. to like go to school and be whatever they wanted to be, you know, he just, you know, that's a step above.
Where does Kobe fit in between the two of them? Do you think Kobe's two?
Kobe is something different, man. Kobe is just like an animal. You know what I'm saying? Like just the will to win. Like I would say he inspired, you know, he inspired the world. Like, and it was apparent during his death, but even more during his life, like about how much people admired him. Um, and you know, everybody saw that when he passed. You know, they had the memorial and everything. People were upset. I was upset. Um, so it was a lot. But Kobe definitely between them, I would say Kobe's more of a Jordan because of just like his competitiveness to win and stuff like that. I've heard stories about Kobe that he's not the best guy off the court, but after, you know, his maturity, I feel like the league grew on Kobe, you know. I feel like he didn't like anybody at first or whatever. And then like guys like LeBron and like Dwight and like, you know, Paul Gasol and all these guys, like I think they kind of got to his heart, bro. And you could see it like when he, you know, dapped up LeBron when he broke his record, bro. Like you think the old Kobe would have did that? Nah,
No.
bro. The old Kobe would have been like, yo, fuck my kid. Yo, I'm getting back in, bro. You know, I'm
Yeah,
break my record. You know, but he appreciated the game, you know, even more.
yeah. The Mamba mentality.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he preached. And that's so many people took that up.
And his death was just, it just affected everyone. You look at what was going on in Boston, they were
Yeah.
mourning over it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, when you lose a great player, it's a great player, you know, no matter what team they play for. It'd be the same for LeBron, you know. It's just he's a human being, bro. Like, you know, he's a father, he was a husband, like, you know, that's what he was first. And then to so many people, like, you know, you hate him in the game because it's the game. But once the game's over, bro, like we're all one.
Yeah. I want to get back to what we were talking about before is your image as a rapper. How do you feel about these other rappers out here that put on this fake image? And we all can think of one, the Rat. I'm not going to even say his name. I think we already know. How do you feel about these rappers that put on fake images and portrayals of themselves?
You know, it's funny, bro. Like, you see what happens when you do that, and you just take it as a cautionary tale. But otherwise, bro, I'm so focused on what we're doing, like as a team, and making sure that that's real. Like, I can just sit back and enjoy the music. Like, I'll play Takashi's the new song you put out. I think that song is lit, bro. Like that beat goes hard, you know. Like, I think that song is good. Do I agree with who he is as a person? No. Like, I wouldn't do any of that shit. But who am I, bro? Like I always ask myself that, like, who am I to judge anybody and what they do in their circumstances and you know what they have to do. Like maybe he put on that persona because like he thought it was the only way for him to get successful and he was tired of being broke. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe his family needed something that we don't know about. So I always think that we don't know everything, so I can never judge. I can only, you know, learn and just, you know, feel blessed, bro.
And this is going to be a surprise for me, which it was. I know you said you wanted a freestyle, right? You got the aux and everything.
Yeah, what you got, bro? You can hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Uh, I need you to just trust me on this one. I'll detach you, mind from spirit, body from soul. All hell Hove, all hell Big L. Let's get it. Okay. Yeah. Even if I'm up or offset, they couldn't get me. They know I'm all set. I rep the 617. If you see me and you step into me, then you're gonna be sent to heaven. Even if I'm up or offset, I'll make sauce. I have you praying to St. John, and you know I'm based on John Wick. But if I get my taste, then I change water wall and get a mixtape. But you know me, I never change. I'm always in the left motoring lane when I get the speed and I'm passing all of them and they try to get me, but I'm busy getting bread and I'm busy getting shipping, so I gotta get it shitting and I gotta get them switching and I gotta get the vision. I'm like, yo, they can never be happy. I never wanted to attack or attack me, but I had to change it. I had to change it up. They tried to give me something and I had to say what's up and get your shit straight. You bum ass rappers, you really been boring me. Like I can rap at you back with you at rap like that I like. They gave me some lemons, so I stepped into the limelight. So they tried to take me, but they can take me back. So I gotta get it quarter like Tom Brady in the snap. I just Get it like I'm lifted. And if I'm getting drinks, then I get it like I'm twisted. You know, the blue kind with the blue raspberry that make your tongue blue like I've been with fairies and I've been with it. I've been with the magic like I'm still in Orlando, but you still got the tragic no age. But I get paid, you know, P-A-D. But why is me? I say, why is you? Why is three? If I'm Tupac, then y'all Pac 3, and I'm Pac Sheep, and I'm still Eminem, like this is still 8 Mile, but I'm gonna be rapping shit. I might do this for a while. What's up?
Ooh. There we go.
We got one more?
You want me to hit you with another one?
Yeah, hit me one more.
I'm gonna hit you with another one. Let's see what I got here.
Okay. Let's get it. Word. One time for the being 617. Always had to check that shit. If Gotti don't feel me, swear to God he gon' feel me. It's just a prodigal feeling, how I'm feeling. I feeling not only lead with intuition. Right now I've been trying to be a bachelor, but I gotta pay tuition. So just listen, I get paid to go, you get paid to stop. Do you know J. Cole? I heard he went to St. John's and that's how he got hot. Nigga, don't even jack it. This is me all day. You listen to K.O.D., but he D.O.A. I relocate so enemies can never find out my position. I've been with Gucci, more lemonade, so mind your business. Me and Max are back in a matte black Hellcat. Nigga, what's that? They saying that they got strapped, but they ain't really strapped. They saying that they got backs, but they ain't really back. But I'm back on my own bullshit. I don't get hit, but I pull bullets on my chest cavity like that's in my tooth. But if you rock with me, then you rock with the truth. I got 32 on them like I feel like MJ, not MJ, but you know the magic that we play. I get burned like I come from Boston. 33 when they try to hate me, but they still hating on me. They still hating on my whole fam, cause we move as one. So if I get to neck and niggas know that you my son, I get the flipping when I'm flipping words. Niggas still flipping birds to let them niggas know that the ops is coming. I be on the slipping words, I be on some different words just to let you niggas know the block is jumping. I be on the same thing, you be on the same rings, you be on the same hoes. My hoes just change teams. Shit, it's just me and my niggas, so they going back and forth, so we ain't gotta fucking figure who out. Who else? We down. Top shelf. That's the only thing we smoke. Top shelf. Hey. And that's the only thing we know. Myself. Okay. I said I'm trying to get it wrapped. And if we have been at Nav, I'm trying to tap with a shorty that's from Long Island. Iced up like it's diamonds. And I'm, hey, what it do? If she tell me that she with a friend, then I'm like, I'm gonna try it. And then gotta get it 3. And you know, I've been here with Max and Max been here with me. Damn. Fuck with that one?
Fire.
All right. I think I got one more.
You got one more? Or I'll hit you with the beat. I'm gonna hit you with this. Hey, intro rock.
Hey.
I'm hitting you with those lyrical ones tonight.
Hey, I said
Hold on a minute.
Oh, I gotta wait.
The intro. That's just the intro.
It's just the intro. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I said tapped in words, different accents, but I'm still on top of words like the accents. I still gotta get it different, and I'm still in the oven, but these bitches in the kitchen. I'm in different pot zones, different potholes. I've been getting different from these different kind of plot holes. You know, the ones that I be filling in with my own story, and they trying to get me 300. I know the glory. Are you not entertained? Are you still in the slave and you still be some slaves? And I'm still gonna change the whole world with my mind, with the music or whatever, or the money, what it takes. You know, I'm down for any weather, rain, snow, sleet. Yo, I'm really down for sun, but if I had to get my sons, you know, shit, this shit is done. I got like 20 different brothers, bro. They all handpicked, meaning that they all my niggas. Hold up, let's get a flick. They gotta back up like 20 feet just to get the whole crew. And you know me, we ain't on that shit. You know, that number 2, that number 3 shit. Nah, we all top dog. And that's why top dog respect us and we all top dogs, you know? We talk dogs, so it's all woof woof. So if anything getting rough, then they stay on my hoof, they stay on my toes. So I gotta watch my fucking Achilles, and then they trying to heal me, but really they trying to steal me so tired. I ain't even gotta get it cause they still tired and they still retired. So I've been trying to flip it back, and you know me, cause I've been trying to flip that track. I mean, I still gotta get it sold. And if I gotta get my part, I'll flip part the trap and lead my leading role. You know me, I've been on the same thing. So if I gotta rep somebody, it's still the same team. What's up?
That's Sayku. That was hard, right?
That one is hard, bro.
I told you I hit you with the boom bap.
Yeah, you got me on that one, bro. That definitely got the heat.
I always gotta come packing. Always. I hit you with a Gangstar one as a 90s one, then I hit you with the modern boom bap ones. But
yeah.
What was your favorite out of those 3?
Definitely that last one, bro. That was heat, bro. Yeah. You got good beat selection.
Yeah, you murdered it right off the top. The last one.
I've been trying to get better at the, but we gonna take the highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Which one do you want me to post out of those 3? You want me to post the last one, right?
Yeah, probably the first, because probably I got started getting messy, like probably like at the end of the last one for the first 3, or the last one. You know what I'm talking about, like at the last part for the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that first part of it. Yeah, it definitely was on point.
Yeah, I'll post that. You did your thing right off the bat of it.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that's
right off the top, nigga.
Yeah. That's how it's done.
Yes, sir.
I know on our last show when we talked about freestyling, you look at it as shooting free throws.
Yeah, you got to shoot the free throws, bro. If you can't make free throws, then nobody's gonna respect your game, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When the game plan's all good, but freestyling it's important, bro. It's like it's part of, you know, there's song making, freestyling, and battling. You know what I'm saying? These 3 have made up like the vocal part of hip hop, you know, for the longest time. So the truest essence is the battle, because, you know, that's just, even Jay said it. That's the truest. That's the essence of it. The songwriting is, you know, the joy of it. That's the money making, you know, the emotion. And then the freestyling, I feel like, is the fun, bro. That's just like the showcasing your skill. That's just, you know, how you know, that's like the rap handshake. You feel me? Like when you freestyle with somebody and they can dap as good as you, like that's that shit.
Or some artists that you think can freestyle pretty good.
King Los, bro, he's ridiculous. If you've ever seen King Los's,
yeah, he's from Chicago, right?
Yeah, bro, his 5 Fingers of Death. My God, that guy can spit. Joey, ridiculous. A lot of rappers, I like listen to their freestyle and then it turns into a verse on their next album. I'm like, you know, but yeah, I would say a lot of them are definitely like Joey. I would say was crazy, and King Los was crazy.
Yeah.
What about you? You know anybody?
I think Dave East is pretty good.
Oh yeah, Dave's
When he did like some of his early Funk Flex freestyles,
yeah,
those are crazy. Millie's is a good freestyler too.
Yeah, Juice WRLD was good. Juice WRLD was really good.
Juice WRLD was good. I wasn't in tune to Juice WRLD because
bro,
I wasn't a fan of the music.
Did you see Tyler's Funk Flex?
No, how was it?
You should watch it.
I saw his Grammy performance. I didn't like that too much.
Watch his freestyle and tell me what you think. It's different.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Please do, bro.
What beat did he do it over?
I forget which one it was, but I'll send it to you actually, but yeah, you should definitely listen to it when I send it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I gotta check that out. But Hunter's available on all platforms.
Yes, sir. No, it's on Apple Music right now. Probably Spotify by like the end of the week.
Oh, so it's not on all platforms yet, but it will be at the end of the week.
Yeah, I'll announce. I'll definitely make an announcement, and then I'll post. I'll post it up that it's on all.
Is this your only interview so far, or you have more interviews planned?
It's my first one, and then I've actually like you kind of inspired me to get going on that. So I'm gonna reach out to a few more people. Andrew definitely for Not 97, and then hopefully Hip Hop Mike too. I'm gonna see if he would do. I don't know if you think this is a good idea, but seeing how much he would charge, or if he's open to doing like an Instagram live with me for like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And just like talk like about Hunter or whatever, like, and just talk about how we met, whatever. And I think that would be dope.
I'll tell you what, if he doesn't do it, you'll be looking at him in a different way. I think I mean, it's time that these people who have their foot in the industry stick their hand out to help other artists. That's what I'm doing. I'm not in the industry, but I'm taking these independent artists and artists like you with me wherever I go. It's important because when these artists come up, especially with these record labels, they come out with a bag full of cash and they pay you to put people on their show, and they're horrible.
Yeah.
These artists out here some of these artists that are freestyling on these shows and artists that are in this industry shouldn't even be in here, but the one thing they have is the backing of the record labels.
Yeah, it's important.
And they force you to put these artists on their shows. That's why it's like it's time that some of these radio hosts out there that are in the position to interview big people should also reach out to independent artists who can definitely make a difference in this game.
Yeah, and help them, get some recognition for themselves. So, well, we'll see, bro. I think I'll be all right.
I think you will. Anything else you want to cover here tonight, Sayku?
No, bro. That's about it. Shout out to Max, bro. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate you. We're always doing big things together, bro. So, we got to continue.
You already know, and send me those tracks. I want to get them in the rotation on my radio station.
I got you. You got to remind me stuff, bro. I forget so easily, and it's my fault.
Send me the 3 tracks off Hunter, and send me Get Mine, Keep Moving, and Slime.
All right, I got you.
Send me the MP3 files. I'll get them right in for you, and I'll promote them because every Friday is when I do my promotion for my radio station because I change the rotation up every Friday.
All right, bet. I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah, I do the video clips, stories, whatever. Get these artists' music played out here.
All right, bet. I'm with it, bro. Got to get my shit in rotation.
Yeah. Yeah, tell them where they can follow you on Instagram. And do you have a Twitter?
No, I don't use Twitter really. But they can follow me on Instagram at Sayku, SIAHSAYKU. And then on Apple Music, Sayku, Spotify, Sayku.
And there we have it. Hunter's out. Only on Apple Music right now. Make sure they go to iTunes and buy it, though.
They ain't got to buy it. I just want the motherfucking streams. Streams on that bitch. Yeah. We don't get it anyways. It's the bag. Whoa, hey, in the back. Whoa, think I'll run. Yeah. All right, bro.
All right, Sayku. Take care, all right?
All right, my guy. Take it easy, bro.
Stay safe. We'll be in touch. And I'm going to post this interview, so I'm going to send it to you when it's up on the YouTube.
All right, good looks, my guy.
All right, Sayku. I'll catch you.
All right, bro.
Yeah.